Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Mr. G's in Gregory is your locally owned and operated gas and convenience store. Open 7 days a week from 5 to 11:30, Sunday through Thursday, until midnight on Friday and Saturday for all your pregame and postgame conveniences. Mr. G's also has noon specials Monday through Friday. They also have a large assortment of pizza and fried food available all day. If you haven't had a chance to check out the newly remodeled Mr. G's, then stop in today.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
In these times where every dollar counts, let Southern Dakota Insurance do the work for you when it comes to your insurance needs. As your trusted choice independent agents, they have a number of companies to provide multiple quotes. Let their agents, Brady and Jody, make you their priority. They will work hard to find you the most affordable insurance to custom fit your needs. Stop in at 933 Main Street in Burke or call 605-775-2097 for a hassle-free quote. Southern Dakota Insurance would like to wish all area schools good luck in their season.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
The Insurance Center in Winter is an independent insurance agency affiliated with many fine companies representing all types of insurance. They're able to provide you with a no-obligation comparison of your auto, home, business, crop, farm, life, and health insurance needs. Since they have access to so many companies, they have the ability to offer you the best possible coverages at the most competitive rates. For all of your insurance needs, it's the Insurance Center in Winter, White River, Platte, Burke, and Valentine.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller & Associates in Platte, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Eklund Tax Service, located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
Looking to elevate your team spirit or promote your business? Welcome to Apparel Works in Wagner. We specialize in high-quality screen printing, embroidery, banners, and promotional items tailored just for you. Whether you're a booster club, sports team, business, or organization, our custom apparel is perfect for those looking to make an impact. Experience our commitment to great customer service and high-quality products that leave a lasting impression. Apparel Works, bringing your ideas to life.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Fort Randall Federal Credit Union is here for you across Southeast and Central South Dakota. As a member of your credit union, you can take advantage of many ways to manage your money. They offer many different accounts to help suit your needs with your savings. Nobody likes wasting money on high interest rates, and neither do they. At Fort Randall FCU, they have all types of loans available to help you manage your finances. With locations in Wagner and Platte, Fort Randall, FCU is ready for any needs you may have.
All right, volleyball fans, welcome in to South Central Gymnasium here in Bonesteel, South Dakota. We got this Region 5B SODAC 16 qualifier round. Avon Lady Pirates, the number 2 seed, will be taking on the number 3 seed Corsica Stickney Jaguars. So my wife Tamara on the smart side of things. This is Carter Bull bringing you the action. So our pleasure to bring this additional coverage for you. And we welcome in all the Pirate fans and Jaguar fans and all the other volleyball fans that might be listening that are just kind of watching, trying to figure out who's going to match up with whom on the SODAC 16. And they're going to start. So Corsica Stickney must be the 2 seed and Avon must be the 3 seed. They are the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 3, Abby Greshman. A sophomore. Number 5, Cadence Metzger. Number 10, a junior, Rylan Turry. Brielle Voigt, a freshman, setting for the Lady Pirates. Alexis Vanderlee is a senior right side attacker. And the junior number, Brianna Hento. And our libero tonight is Jordan Voigt. And Lindsay Fatke is the head coach for Avon. Connie Greshman is the assistant. And now for your Corsica Stickney Lady Jaguars. Sophie DeLang, a 5'10 senior, starting and middle hitter. Braylee Bordewick, number 5, junior outside hitter. Remy Nelson, a freshman setter. Michaela Gerlach, a 5'10 junior, middle hitter. A right side attacker, sophomore Hayden Johnson. And Faith Plamp, the freshman outside hitter. And Callie, number 1, Callie Vandenhoek is your libero for the Jaguars. They're coached by Kaylee Hongslow and assisted by Lindsay Denning, Jackie Boyle, and Chelsea Plamp. And this time we have Beth and Sandy on the R1, R2, Linnell and Lori on the line judge for our match number 2 tonight. We're ready to play a little volleyball. And Warner with a 2-1 advantage over Hitchcock-Tulare in that Region 1 play-in game. And again, Warner is ranked number 3, Hitchcock-Tulare number 4, and out of that same region, Northwestern got the 3-set sweep from Aberdeen Christian, but got pushed in every set, 25-21, 25-23, 25-20. They were trailing that one last time I looked. I think 15-11 Aberdeen Christian was up on Northwestern. So nice showing there, and Northwestern gets out. So they will represent Region 1. And again, having 3 high-rated teams out of the same region shakes things up and moves things up as we get to the SODAC 16. And we're in play here. Set going. Bordewick with the dink over. Handled by Avon. Turry goes into the hands and down for the kill off hands. First point goes to the Pirates. And Cadence Metzger serving. Passed up nicely. Bordewick's going to roll that one over, handled by Avon again. That was Vanderlee on the dig. And that's going to be off the block, cover, and out. Point Lady Pirates. Set coming outside this time, and that is Brianna Hento. And she gets that one down for a kill from the left side. So switched it up, went away from Cadence Metzger, or excuse me, went away from, that was Michaela Gerlach. My bad, I'm getting they're on opposite sides of the program, so messing this guy up. Pushed over there from Turry. Now trying to push it over is Bordewick, and she's unable to do that. Finds the net, sides it out for Avon. Bordewick goes over on two there, finds the campfire in the middle there. Nice attempt there from Jordan Voigt trying to get to that one, but unable to come up with it. Short serve handled up front by Turry. Now back to Turry off the set from Voigt, and that's down for a kill. Catches, that was well inside the back line there. Avon sides out. Nice serve coming from Brielle Voigt, the freshman. Gets an ace serve on that. Hayden Johnson unable to get a clean pass on that one off that serve. Voigt goes back to Johnson, handles it better this time. Bordewick going to get a roll shot from the 10-foot line coming that time from DeLang. Bordewick able to get that up. And there's a nice roll shot. Kept alive for the Pirates. Here comes Turry on a big swing. Dug up by the libero, Vandenhoek. Off hands. Dug up nicely there by the Pirates. Rolling back to Turry. She taps over. Covered nicely there by Bordewick. She was ready for that one. Saw that on videotape. Now outside this time. Into the double block there. And that double block for Corsica Stickney of Claire Gerlach and Sophie DeLang puts that back. And point for the Jaguars. Front row is Claire Gerlach, DeLang, and then Plamp on the front row for Jaguars. But off the service there, it sides back out. And Rylan Turry will be serving. And that goes over top. And thought about playing it in back there was Sophie DeLang, but her teammates talked to her enough. She let that one go. Good call. Way to communicate back there, girls. 4-6, DeLang serve it. Jump serve from DeLang, handled by Voigt to her sister Voigt. Nice bump set from her, but unable to get that one all the way across was Bree Vanderlee. Trying to tie it up here at 6. Tough serve coming from DeLang. DeLang with the pass up. Bordewick, the set, off hands. Off the attack from Voigt. The attack from Johnson. And that one's down now. Nice swing and attack coming there from Brianna Hento. Hento serving now. 2-point advantage. Going to go back row for a back row attack. And Sophie DeLang able to get that back row attack down. That one put in play and pushed over from the Pirates. See if the Jaguars can use it. They're going to go outside, and that's Johnson. And goes long and wide. in play. Going right side and not high enough, or miscommunication there. Looked like she was expecting her attacker to be coming up planted, and unfortunately hadn't even started her approach yet. So on the quick run, not able to get that one in. And that just long. Man, it was right tight on that back line, but goes just long there. All right, thankfully I had a second program here. So now I got the correct girls on the correct side of the net. Roll shot over coming from Bordewick. Now goes back off of Voigt. And that's going to go long. So that attack coming from Michaela Gerlach goes long. And service error coming from the Pirates. Sides it back out to Corsica Stickney. That puts Johnson back serving. Tough serve, handled nicely there by Vanderlee. Alexis right on top of that. That dig catches the top of the net. And with the spin on it, man, it power boosted that thing to the floor. Point, side out for the Lady Pirates. Voigt, tough serve, and that's going to be an ace serve coming from the junior Voigt. Jordan back to serve yet again, leading 12-8. Passed up. See where we go this time. Going to go out to DeLang. She gets a good swing on it. Saved by Avon. They're scrambling, pushed over. Nice scramble up there by Avon. And another attack. And we got a net violation, and the attack was in. So point and side out for Corsica Stickney. And that's going to put Bordewick back serving. Handled on a slide play there from Avon. Looking for a touch. No touch on that one. Out the backside. Short serve this time. Handled really well back there. Let's see who that is. That's Cadence Metzger doing a nice job for the Lady Pirates there. Not going deep. Voigt able to get a touch, but couldn't make it go forward. A lot of back row for the libero to cover back there, and good job seeing that and putting a quick shot pushed over to that back corner. Bordewick, tough serve, handled nicely. Here comes Turry off the hands and down for a kill. So real nice job with Brielle Voigt doing a great set off that good service pass. Turry knows what to do with that. Voigt, nice serve. Handled tough. We're going to get a push over, so just what you want if you're the Lady Pirates. Although going backwards off that free ball was not ideal. Nice cover on the block back. Here come the Jaguars, and DeLang with a big swing. That is down for the point. So DeLang can really get up and put that down. She found a way to do that time. Nice tight match, 13-12. Avon had a 12-8 lead advantage at one point. Jaguars fighting back again. They also had a 6-2 lead early, or 6-3 lead early. And there's an attack off hands and down. So DeLang with another kill ties us up at 13. Not only are they 2-3 in the region, I believe they're right next to each other in the overall Class B seed points as well. So definitely some really similar teams here. We'll see who can take this neutral site and find a way into the SODAC 16. Most likely to play Chester. And there's DeLang pushing that over. So she's had a really nice run up here. I believe that is her fourth kill of this trip on the front row. And that's enough for Coach Fatke of Avon to take a timeout. We'll take it along with her.
There's no better way to bring it.
All right, back after that timeout from Coach Fatke. Jaguars on a bit of a run. DeLang definitely heating up for them. So they had trailed 12-8, now lead it 14-3. They outscored the Pirates 6-1. And that goes from Turry. And I don't know if they weren't ready for the back row attack or what, but never had a defender go towards that ball for the Jaguars, and that sides it out, ties us again at 14. Turry puts it in play. DeLang on the serve receive. That's kept alive on the pancake. Pushed over. And we're going to get a cover back row attack call go against the Jaguars there. So officially you've got Bordewick in the back row, and she was above the net as she touched that ball and pushed it over. And that on the dig goes out. So nice job, Voigt, getting her hand on that. Unfortunately, it carried across the court and out, and that sides it out. We're tied again at 15. Nice, tough serve coming from DeLang, and that's down. So advantage back to the Jaguars. DeLang with a jump serve, hard jump serve, heading towards the crowd, and so an ace serve coming from DeLang on that. Real tough ball for Turry to handle back there. This time she goes a different direction, the other side of the court, handled much better. Avon with a good swing, played up by DeLang. Bordewick going DeLang, back row attack, that goes out. So it's definitely a weapon back there. And if she can get going forward and take off closer to that 10-foot line, I think she's going to just about be at the net attacking. We used to see that at Burke from Taylor Indahl was really good at doing that. And that's off hands, touch, and that's out. So point inside out for the Pirates. We're tied at 17. Hento serving for the Pirates and unfortunately finds the net. That'll side it back out to the Jaguars. Passed up from Turry. Pushed over off of a tough set there. Now a big swing. Played up by Voigt. Nice job by the libero. Jordan got to that one. Passed up. Overpass. And here's the libero. Vandenhoek. Bordewick gets a nice swing. Dig by Turry. Gonna be free balled over. Now backside. Good swing from Johnson. Not able to get that one down either. Couple nice swings. Going to result in a point, though. So nice kill for Johnson. Way to keep swinging. The young sophomore. Remy Nelson serving here for the Jaguars. Set coming across from Voigt. And into the block and down. So nice attack there from Bree Vanderlee. And that's going to bring Alexis, her sister, in to do the serving. As Bree rotates out of the front row. Alexis with a tough little hop serve. Handle. Braley goes across court with it. Handle over there. Nice attack into that. And they're going to get into the net on that attack there. So Cadence Metzger, a little tight to the net, tried to do what she could. And unfortunately, her momentum brought her down into the net. 2018 advantage. So Corsica Stickney first to that all-important first to 20. Little miscommunication there, but free ball over. Oh, nice quick play to Bordewick. And net moved a lot there, but that was the ball coming across the top of that net on that swing. And that is point for Corsica Stickney. Tough serve. Jordan able to get onto it, but a free ball's over off Turry. Here comes Corsica Stickney, seeing if they can go up and get closer to putting this first set away. Missed time there on that attack, and so off the hitting error, that puts Cadence Metzger back to serve for the Pirates. trailing by 2, 21-19. Seen some momentum swings already in this set for opening set of this 5B SWIT X16 qualifier, and there's Turry flexing after that attack, and that's enough. Going to get a timeout coming from Coach Hongslow, and we're going to take that timeout with her. We'll be back after this message.
The new year than with a new Deere, and Grossenberg Implement has a huge selection of new John Deere equipment as well as specials on used equipment from John Deere and other brands. Get dependable agricultural, residential, and commercial equipment at Grossenberg Implement with 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. Stop by to visit with a sales professional today or go to grossenberg.com to browse the new and used inventory. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product.
Do you have a pest problem?
Okay, back here in Bonesteel, South Dakota, South Central School. Nice serve coming from Metzger. Bordewick pushes it deep corner. Played forward by Metzger, and there's an attack coming from Turry, and she gets that one down. So Metzger serves and has to go defend the far side, far corner, and Bordewick tried to take advantage of that and get that one back there quick. Metzger able to pass that one up, or dig that one up. Another tough serve, better attack opportunity there. Bordewick really had a nice swing, dug up by Vanderlee. Alexis over the net, but there's a double block, and that goes down. So Corsica, Stickney, or Avon feeling some momentum coming here. Peeling that momentum away from Corsica, Stickney. Now they were trailing 21-18, now lead 22-21. Metzger to serve again. Bordewick gonna put that towards the campfire. There and ready for it was Turry. Now we're gonna get a pushover from Johnson. About all she could do coming from the back row. Off hands, played up nicely by DeLange. Bordewick rolls that one over. Turry set, nice pass. We're going to go opposite side. Gretschman able to push that one in. Now it's going deep, played in by Voigt. Nice set, bump set. Turry able to push that over. You can see Coach Fatke's like, man, swing away at that, Turry. Now we free ball over. Here comes Corsica Stickney trying to get the momentum back. Dug up by Vanderlee. Turry on the big swing, and that finds the spot in front of the diving back row Jaguar. And that's going to be a timeout coming from Coach Hongslow. 23-21. We'll be back after this message.
Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS. Wow.
All right, back after that Coach Hongslow timeout. Avon just 2 points away from taking this opening set. And an ace serve coming right there. Been a nice service run here again. She took over at 21-19 to start serving and is now leading 24-21. First set point coming here for the Pirates. Passed up. Pushed deep. Handled nicely there. That was Michaela Gerlach trying to go deep off that. And there it is, off the touch of Johnson. And down. That is the opening set goes the way of Avon, 25-21. We'll be back in a couple minutes to bring you set number 2.
Bill,
You're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Mr.
All right, set number 1 goes the way of the Lady Pirates. And for just joining us, Burke able to punch their ticket to the Sodak 16, defeating Gregory in 3-0. And some other scores out there. Bennett County in 3 over Edgemont. Chester in 3 over Ethan. Warner 3-1 over Hitchcock-Tulare. So Hitchcock-Tulare, the number 4 ranked team and number 4 seed team in Class B, is not going to the state tournament or to Sodak 16. Tough attack coming there. Northwestern won not easily, but 1-3 over Aberdeen Christian. Nice swing coming there from Bordewick, and that's down off the touch of Avon. Corsica Stickney again had a 21-18 lead, and Avon able to come back and serve themselves out to a 25-21 victory. And that serve goes long from Corsica Stickney. Sides out. We're tied at 1. Voigt Jordan with a nice serve. Pushed over by Bordewick. Going out to Turry from that left side. And she's tough off the hands and down for a kill. Passed up. Bordewick goes over on 2 and finds the sideline. So nice placement there from Braley, seeing that, dropping that in. Johnson serving. Nice jump serve, handled by Alexis, but tight to the net. Now we're going to go outside to Turry. She pushes over, dug up by DeLang. Kept alive. See if Avon could get it over. They do on the free ball. Nice scramble there on a couple good digs. Off the touch of the block. Now passed up. Outside. Turry off hands and down. Great job, Cadence Metzger, being in the right spot there to pass that one up and get Avon back in the rhythm of their offense. Off of that scramble. Great hustle there from the Lady Pirates. Puts them in a 3-2 advantage. Brielle Voigt serving. DeLang with a nice swing. Metzger digs it up. Hento on the swing there. And that goes into the net off the attack from DeLang. So off the attack error, Pirates up by 2. Another nice tough serve coming from Voigt. DeLange with a good swing, though. Passed up by Jordan. And this time, Bordewick puts that one away on the overpass. So sides out to Corsica Stickney. That brings in Claire Gerlach for Corsica Stickney. A 5'9" junior right side. She takes her spot right on that right side. Nice job by Bree Vanderleek getting that one around the antenna and in play. There's an attack, and that's over. See, into the net, handled nicely. Bree's going to roll this one over. Here comes Corsica Stickney. See if they can use it. They go over on 2. Metzger right there ready for it. Turry switches to her left hand. Nice switch there. Got a good attack on it. Another nice switch to the left hand. This time coming from Gerlach. Pushed over. We got a great rally going here. Off hands. Voigt keeps it alive. Jordan bump set, and we're going to free ball it over. Now, Bordewick with a great set to DeLange, and that lands on the line. So great rally point there for the Jaguars. Ties us up at 4. Bordewick serve goes into the net. Sides out. Turry will go back to serve for the Pirates. Turry goes right at Vandenhoek. Over we are. Free balled over from Avon. Corsica ready to go again. They're using the dink a lot and finding holes. This time off the touch. Goes out of bounds on the Pirate side. Lady Pirates point. Up by 2 again, 6-4. And Avon leads 1-0. And that serve is going to go long from Turry. I think the entire bench and all 6 players on the court from Corsica Stickney screaming out on that serve. Vandenhoek serving. Nice job by Jordan to come up and put that one up, and it results in a great attack from Metzger. So good hustle there by Jordan Voigt, coming up and playing that difficult serve nicely. That serve was landing in front of the 10-foot line. So don't let that go unnoticed. Great attack and finish on that. Hento with the serve, and that goes long. So a couple service errors in a row here for Avon. And that puts DeLange back serving. So DeLange and Bordewick and Vandenhoek on the back row there for your Jaguars. Johnson and Gerlach up front along with Plamp. There's a good push over. Handled nicely there by Voigt. Back row attack coming from Turry. Off to Libero. Kept alive. Going to push it over. Here's Corsica Stickney. Turry right there to play that one up. Bree, thought that was going to be out of bounds. She plays it in. Bumped over. Her coach encouraging, saying, hey, good effort, good effort. Oh, finds the back corner on him. So, yep. There's nobody else going to take that one from you, Jordan. That got to lay out for that one. We're tied at 7. And that DeLange serve hits Plamp in the back of the head. She's got a smile on her face. And Alexis Vanderlee comes in for Sister Bree and does the serve. A nice deep serve handled by DeLange. There's a good swing coming from Plamp. Outside, Metzger goes into that attack, and they're calling a touch on that. Yeah, they're not calling a touch. They're saying it hit the net, went around the block. So that's a side out to Corsica Stickney. We are once again tied at 8. Good pass from Voigt. Just tapped over. Corsica going to see what they can do with it. They set it up for Johnson. Off hands, dug up nicely by Turry. Here comes a swing from Metzger, goes deep on the roll. Handled by DeLange. Bordewick rolls that one and gets a little bit much of that. It goes out the back line. Advantage back to the Pirates. Metzger serving. She was back there serving when Avon made their run to finish out set number 1. So see if she can keep things going there. Nice swing from Turry, off hands. We've seen that one before, off hands, down the net, and finds the court. Bordewick dove. It looks like she might have landed on her hip a little wrong there. Kind of wincing a little bit and holding on to that hip. Let's hope she's okay. She's tough. It's not going to get her anywhere near to coming out of the game. There's a swing from her. Goes a little bit long. Definitely up over top of the block, and she's still trying to loosen that up. Coach might consider a timeout just to give her a little chance to loosen that up. But in a tight match, you want to save your timeouts. I get it. Ace serve coming right there from Metzger. So another great service run here from Metzger, and that will get a timeout coming from Corsica Stickney. We'll take the timeout along with Coach Hongslow.
G's in Gregory is your locally owned and operated gas and convenience store. Open 7 days a week from 5 to 11:30, Sunday through Thursday, until midnight on Friday and Saturday for all your pregame and postgame conveniences. Mr. G's also has noon specials Monday through Friday. They also have a large assortment of pizza and fried food available all day. If you haven't had a chance to check out the newly remodeled Mr. G's, then stop in today.
Lucky for us, life is...
Kate Metzger doing a great job serving here the last half of the set, the second half of the last one and the first of this one. But right on that, Johnson says, I'm going to take that and put it away and get that service done. Sides it out, and that puts Plant back to do the serving here for Corsica Stickney. So out of the timeout, well-run offensive play there for Corsica Stickney. Results in a side out. Plant with a tough serve. Overpass on that. They're going to play it up the old-fashioned way. And miscommunication, just free ball it over. So shared free balls into a double block there. Bordewick caught the majority of that. Now she digs it up. Going to go back to Bordewick. Off hands and down for the kill. Able to get that off of Abby Greshman. Playing the front row up there for the Pirates. Nice pass coming from Metzger. Turry into Bordewick. Out of bounds. That's point inside out Pirates. Got to bring Hento back in for Greshman. Jordan Voigt, the libero, doing the serving. Goes deep, and that finds the back line. So ace serve coming from Voigt. Stretches that lead for the Pirates out to 4 now, 14-10. Again, they took set number 1. And an ace serve number 2 coming from Voigt in a row. Corsica Stickney needs to do something to grab this momentum if they can. Get it turned. A little flat-footed roll shot. Jordan able to keep that up. Here's Turry on a big swing. Doug on the overpass. Over. DeLange's going to go outside to Johnson. She sends it cross court. Handled by Alexis. Turry into the net. Into the double block. Digs it up, but it's out of bounds. So there's the momentum swing Corsica Stickney was looking for. Nice swing from Johnson to kind of set that up. Now she'll go back to serve. Johnson, unfortunately, serves a little long on that. And sides right back out to Avon with a 5-point advantage. Alexis going to come off the court. Bree going back in for her. Nice scramble, roll deep. Jordan handles that. Outside, Bree able to put that in, and it didn't get around the antenna. We got the call for around the antenna coming there. That sides it back out to Corsica Stickney. Student sections on opposite corners of the gym here getting a little bit chippy with each other. That's all right. It's in good fun so far. And on service error, takes Avon back 5. So 2 up, side out opportunities for Corsica Stickney, 2 service errors. Makes it tough to come back, and there's a long one played in that time by DeLange. Good swing that time from Gerlach. Handled by Avon, and there's a tough swing. Looking for a tip. I didn't see a touch on that, but we do have it. Lori saw it, so nice job seeing that. And that is going to be point for the Pirates. Good serve in play. Now DeLange with a big swing, and that gets down. Off the hands touch. See if Corsica Stickney can get a serve in here and have a chance to dig into this deficit a little. It's in play. Nice pass up from Jordan. We'll see what they do with it. Metzger with a swing off the top of the ribbon and down. Yeah, it looked like Plamp had a chance to play that and thought it was going to careen out of bounds. The net just took enough momentum away from that. It found its way to the court. So side out. Hento serving for Avon. Tapped over. Nice up dig there from Turry into the double block. Going to get a lift call on that. Metzger trying to cover that off the block out of the net. DeLange back to serve. Johnson, Plamp, and Gerlach, Claire Gerlach version, up at the front of the net here for the Jaguars. Free ball over. That's what you want off of a serve. See if they can use it. Jaguars go to Johnson off hands and get the point. So well done. Tough serve. Got you the free ball. Took advantage of it. Got a great attack. And point comes for the Jaguars. DeLange serving again. DeLange. Nice tough jump serve. This one carries out though. So good aggressive serve there, but another service error. Avon leading 20-15, also leading 1-0 in sets. Back row attack coming from DeLange. Hits the net right in front of a pretty pumped up Abby Gretschman. Lexa served that one up nicely. Now push deep corner, handled by Turry. Avon's done a nice job staying back in those corners. I think the dinks over the block might be there, but I'm not seeing Corsica really going after it. That attack goes cross court and out of bounds. And that's enough for the last time out here for Coach Hongslow. We'll be back after this message.
Full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
In these times, we're
Avon just 3 points away from putting this second set away and having a 2-0 lead against Corsica Stickney. Alexis Vanderlee puts it in play. Nice tough serve coming out of the timeout. So she might have a little bloody nose at the timeout too. So that finds the back line. And I'd say that ball found the back half of that back line. It was just really well placed there. Nice call by the line judge. Sides it out for Corsica Stickney coming off that timeout. And we got Remy Nelson serving here for Corsica Stickney, going for a short serve, handled by Metzger. Now it's back to Metzger. Nelson kept it alive, free balled over from Bordewick. Outside Metzger on the left side this time. Going over on 2 off the touch of the block. Nice job having the block presence there. That was Gretschman. Tough attack coming back over. Here comes Corsica Stickney looking for a tough attack again. They go back to Braley. She rolls it in the middle, handled by Avon, but free ball over. See if they can use it. They go in the mid side to Plant. Plant gets it back over. Attack coming from Brielle Voigt. Now she's going to set it up. Oh, tough set, overpass. Johnson couldn't put that away. Corsica Stickney off the Braley Borderwick dig. Off the touch, kept alive. And Avon unable to bring that one all together. So what a rally there. Finally put away there off the Johnson attack, and Avon unable to put that back over. Serve comes again. Nice job, Brielle Voigt, running that pass down. Free ball over. Alexis passed it up nicely. Here comes Metzger, off hands and down in front of the defense. So Avon gets the point there, leading 17-23. Metzger served out the last of the first set and get an overpass off of that serve, and Turry knows what to do with that. She puts it away. So set point of this second set. Number one coming up here for the Pirates. And an ace serve gives them the second set as well, 25-17. We'll be back to give you the third set coming up. See if Corsica Stickney can find some momentum here and keep this thing and try to get it into four.
Every dollar counts. Let Southern Dakota Insurance do the work for you when it comes to your insurance needs. As your trusted choice independent agents, they have a number of companies to provide multiple quotes. Let their agents, Brady and Jody, make you their priority. They will work hard to find you the most affordable insurance to custom fit your needs. Stop in at 933 Main Street in Burke or call 605-775-2097 for a hassle-free quote. Southern Dakota Insurance would like to wish all area schools good luck in their season.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
All right, back here, South Central School here in Bonesteel, South Dakota. Huge thank you to Jeremy Woolman and his staff here at South Central School for opening up their facility as a neutral site location. Had a great atmosphere tonight. Had a packed house when Burke was taking on Gregory. But still a nice crowd, active, and enjoying this wonderful facility here at South Central. Metzger starts out the serving here for Avon, and that's no surprise. He finished with an ace serve. Finished out each of the last two sets from the service line. Nice pushover coming there from Greshman. Johnson off the top of the net and down for a kill. Johnson puts it in play. Alexis passed up. Turry with the big swing. Off the ceiling and down. Nice hustle by the line judge trying to get out of the way back there. Sides out to Avon. We're tied at 1. Going outside to DeLang. She's able to go down the line for a kill. Right in front of a diving Jordan Voigt. Bordewick catches the top of the net. Gets an ace serve out of it in front of a diving Metzger. So Metzger's gotten herself quite a few aces tonight. That one comes at her expense. But always a tough to play one off the net. This one finds the net. So 1 ace and 1 service error. We side back out to Avon, trailing by 1. Brielle Voigt serving here. Nice little jump serve. Played in by Johnson. Over on 2. And block up there by Hento. Now we're going to go cross court to Turry. Good swing. Played in by Johnson. Good dig by Johnson. There's a good swing coming from number 11, Michaela Gerlach. Now she rolls it over. DeLang with a big swing. And Jordan Voigt able to get a touch on it. Brielle a touch, but neither one could really get it going in a positive direction. That is another point for Corsica Stickney here, leading 4-2. But trailing 2-0, trying to stay alive here in this set. And had a libero come in and do the serving here, and short serve was a little too short. Service error. Avon, Rylan Turry back serving. Nice serve from Rylan. Going to go up to DeLang in the middle, and that's a 4 contact. That's exactly what I saw. It's kind of nice. I got a little bit more of an angle on the net here than I do at home when I'm kind of right on it, and it was a lot easier to see that 4 contact than normal. A lot of times you're just guessing. That's going to be a roll shot attack that goes out off of Claire Gerlach. And just like that, Avon back with a 1-point advantage here off the serving of Rylan Turry. Call it in play. Tough serve. Right tight to the net. Bordewick, nice job setting that up for Plamp. Good dig on the Avon side. Got a good attack off of it. Goes over into that campfire. And unfortunately, it looks like Turry might have landed wrong. Hopefully, she's kind of smiling, but wincing. So definitely wasn't the most efficient dive. It looks like it caught her a little bit, or she landed on somebody. And that attack from serve from Alexis Gerlach goes into the net. She's a little frustrated with herself, and that brings DeLang back in. Play in the middle. Nice dive from Vandenhoek. Playing it up. Turry's going to push it over. Played by Johnson. Nice dig there. Here comes back row by DeLang. Whew. She got up and got that one down. Right at Brielle Voigt. Down for the kill. Remy Nelson going to come in and do some serving here for Corsica Stickney. Join DeLang and Vandenhoek in the back row. Got past the block there, but dug up nicely by DeLang. Got 1 contact on it, but a diving Johnson couldn't put a solid 3rd contact. That's a point for the Pirates, up 7-6. Bree Voigt, or Vanderlee checks out. Alexis Vanderlee comes in. She's had a nice run of serving back there for the Pirates. And a lot of digs in the back row. Got the dig there. Free ball's over. Here comes Johnson with a swing cross court. And that goes just out. So advantage extends here for Avon. Corsica Stickney a couple times had a 2-point advantage in this 3rd set. First 2-point advantage for Avon. And there, Bordewick says enough of that. We're going to grab it back. Sides it out, trailing by 1. Plant will go back. Faith is going to serve. Freshman outside hitter. Goes deep. Played in by Turry, and I think it was going to land. So nice play in by Turry. Passed up. And a good off the top of the net roll shot. Turry digs that one up. Nice attack from Metzger. Going back cross court again. Turry this time gets a hand on it, but it does not move forward. It keeps going backwards, and that'll be a tie match at 8. Plamp's got just kind of a little hop, shuffle serve there, but it's effective. Greshman trying to push it over there, sees that double block, and I don't know if she got distracted, but she put it into the net rather than over it or around it. And Plamp, nice 3-point run here serving. Gets Corsica Stickney back leading by 2 off of that ace serve. And we got a timeout going to come from Coach Fatke, and we'll go ahead and take it with her.
Shop local with Burke.
And Faith Plamp doing a nice job serving back here, keeping Avon a little off. We'll see if Coach Fatke straightens some things out in the timeout here. Another tough serve. Passed up nicely by Jordan Voigt. There's the attack from Metzger into that double block and down. Going into that Michaela Gerlach and Braylee Bordewick block. Gets it on the Jaguar side of the net. Metzger back to serve. I know Corsica Stickney would like to side this out in a hurry. Metzger gets on a roll, and she is tough from the service line. Nice dig back there from Metzger to keep it alive. Tapped over from Turry. Dug up there by Nelson. Into the block and out from Johnson. Down for a point. Sides back out to Corsica Stickney. Just what they wanted. Make sure Metzger didn't get on a big run from the service line again. That's been the one person who's really put it Corsica Stickney the first 2 sets. Good pass up from Alexis. Now Turry, nice swing on a set from behind. Here we go with DeLang. Got a great one-handed up there from Jordan. The libero now going to Bordewick. Down on the Avon side in front of Greshman. Johnson back to serve. Once again, leading by 3 this time. And that pass goes backwards, now up forward. Actually, great attack off of that set from Jordan Voigt, and absolutely, she's got her finger up in the air. She should be proud of that one. That was a great bump set from outside of the court, and a great attack there for Turry. Over on 2 is Bordewick, finds the gap in the defense. Down for the point, side out. Of course, get a Stickney trying to keep this momentum. Bordewick's going to come out and get a little bit of a rest. That's going to put Caden Plooster in to do some serving. So Plooster, the 5'5" junior defensive specialist, serves it at Alexis. She handles it. Turry with a swing from a set from behind her. She does really well on those. There's a DeLang swing into that block by Hento. Now off the Hento touch. Passed up beautifully by Metzger, but overpass. Couldn't be put away there by DeLang. Again, Metzger with a diving up there off that overpass. And off hands, down on the block back. So there's a roof play by DeLang. Couldn't quite put it away on the overpass, but man, that block was on point. 14-10 Jaguars. Catches the net and passed over. Here comes Corsica Stickney off the serve, getting the first attack opportunity. throw a little bit of a deke up there and stalled out Avon on the other side. Coach Fatke is going to take another timeout off of the great Michaela Gerlach attack.
Gregory and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores, specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic.
All right, Coach Fatke uses her second timeout. Trying to get a little momentum here. Her squad leads it 2-0, but trails this one 15-10. Just out on the serve there. Nice job by Alexis letting that go. She'll have a seat on the bench, brings in Sister Bree to play the front row for her. On the Jaguar side, Claire Gerlach comes in, and Remy Nelson has a seat. Braley Bordewick comes back in as well. DeLang into that block. Hento's solo block puts it back. Steals a point there for Avon. Brielle Voigt from the pass of DeLang. Free balls it over. Really tough placement there by DeLang. Now she's going to go up and roll shot. Jumping roll attack goes long. Avon back within 2. And that service goes out from Brielle Voigt. So that'll side back out to Corsica Stickney. Vandenhoek, little short serve. Handled. Brielle Turi from the right side. Unusual for her. She's usually a left side attacker. DeLang switches to a left hand. There'll be a lift call there. She tried to guide that one over. But good effort there by Hento. This time handled a little bit better. Turi, though, has an attack error on that one. That's been rare for her. She's been hitting real clean. Now back up to a 5-point advantage here for Corsica Stickney in this third set. And short serve service error from Vandenhoek. So both her last service errors have come on a short serve attempt that barely made the net or didn't make the net. Nice up there from Turi. She's going to free ball it back over, see if the Jaguars can use it. Bordewick goes over on 2. One-handed save and miscommunication at the net for Avon, and that one finds the court. So DeLang going to have a seat again as that rotates back out. Alexis Gerlach going to come in and serve. She goes deep corner. Turi plays that one in. And there's a long attack for Metzger. She's a little frustrated with herself. So that gets Corsica Stickney, the first team, to 20. They were the first to 15 as well. Trying to stay alive and force a fourth set. Metzger off hands. Dug up back there by Gerlach. Good corner roll shot from Johnson. Metzger swings again. Johnson keeps it up. Gerlach played it in. Nice hustle from Johnson to get back to her place. And that might have been what was called out there, but nobody was there for the attacker. Avon finds that one down. (2015). Hento serving. DeLang checked back in and gets that serve received there. Boy, we're going to get a push coming from Back over to Turi. Bree sends it over. Here comes number 9, Gerlach. Passed up. Metzger finally gets a swing on it, off hands, handled by DeLange. Johnson, off hands, down the net, and down for a kill in front of a diving Metzger. And Coach Fatke is out of timeouts for this set. So have to just inspire their team from the sideline, and she's trying to do that. Tough serve. And that's going to be an ace serve coming from Remy Nelson. Freshman had the bottom dropping out of that one. This time taken by one of the front row players there for Avon. Now Gretschman pushes it over. Corsica Stickney to Bordewick. A little bit high. Didn't snap down. She's mad. She's telling herself snap down on that thing. Really good set off of a good pass. She knows she needs to take advantage of that. Don't beat yourself up too much. Stay in it. Exactly what DeLange's saying. Hey, you got this. Nice job on the serve. Off of the block there. Brielle Voigt. Good block there at the net. Puts that one back. Gets the block. Point for Avon. Alexis to serve again. Lexi, tough serve. Gets the ace out of this one right in front of the Lang. That thing just skimmed. And that's enough that we're going to get a timeout from Coach Hounslow. We'll take it with her.
Opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
The Insurance Center in
All right, Corsica Stickney trying to force a set number 4 of this match. Leading 22-18. Alexis Vanderlee serving. Goes deep. Nice play in there by the libero Vandenhoek. Off hands, covered by Brielle Voigt. Jordan Voigt goes back to Turi. Back row attack. Dug up. There's an attack coming. It's going to go long from Johnson. So nice swing from Johnson. Just never came down. It kind of floated and hung back there. Passed up. Tapped over from Johnson. Covered by Metzger. Back out to Metzger on the left side. Off hands. And while we got a touch on it there by Remy Nelson, not able to actually keep it in play. And like that, we were within 2 here of the Pirates. Corsica Stickney just trying to calm each other down out there. Johnson with a nice dig up, serve receive up there. Roll shot coming. And kind of, you can see a little bit of tentativeness there. And that push from Gretschman goes out. And that swings it back there. So seemed like Jaguars got a little tentative on their approach offensively. And we're pushing balls over instead of attacking them or rolling them over. There's a tough serve coming from Plamp. Oh, there's a block right there from Bordewick. Puts that one back. 1 point away here for a 4th set. Faith Plant to serve yet again. A little bit of a sideways approach. And that catches the net on the service error. Avon fights off the first set point of the night that Corsica Stickney had. Now they'll try to fight it off again, this time from their service line with Metzger serving. Passed up. Outside. Good adjustment there. I'm not sure that was who was supposed to be attacking it, but it worked. They get a free ball over. There's Bordewick. Shoving it tight to the net. Bordewick right there, and that'll do it. That's going to force a set number 4 as Corsica Stickney gets this set. 25-21.
is an independent insurance agency affiliated with many fine companies representing all types of insurance. They're able to provide you with a no-obligation comparison of your auto, home, business, crop, farm, life, and health insurance needs. Since they have access to so many companies, they have the ability to offer you the best possible coverages at the most competitive rates. For all of your insurance needs, it's the Insurance Center in Winter, White River, Platte, Burke, and Valentine.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
All right, back here for set number 4. Avon took set number 1, 25-21, number 2, 25-17. And Corsica Stickney just got their first set at 25-21. And Faith Plant will start out the serving here for the Jaguars. Tough serve from Plant. Going to free ball it over, just what Corsica Stickney was looking for. Back to their offense advantage. Johnson with the swing, catches off the block and down the line. Nice touch there by Brielle Voigt. She just couldn't get it up above the net. Plant to serve again. This one's going to go out. So service error on that one. And that'll bring in the libero. Callie Vandenhoek for Corsica Stickney. The libero for Avon. Jordan Voigt serving. Nice swing. Gerlach couldn't get that put away, and then it falls on the side of Corsica Stickney. Hento with a nice net joust there. Taps that one down. Another tough serve from Jordan Voigt. Now, beautiful position tap there coming off of Briley Bordewick. That's going to result in a kill and a side out for Corsica Stickney. Tough serve handled by Alexis. Hento into the block. Kept alive by Corsica on the cover. And that's going to find the antenna on the punch attempt there by DeLange. So sides back out to Avon. Once again, Avon leads 2-1. Brielle Voigt gets an ace serve right in front of Johnson there. She thought it was going to carry out across the court. And it dropped right in front of her in the court of play. Tough serve again. Kept alive. Nice aggressive attack from Johnson. Off hands. Johnson digs it. Going to go outside to DeLange. Off hands. Dug up. Great dig by Turry. Free ball over by Hento. Here we go again. This time we're going to Bordewick. She gets past the block and down in front of a diving Metzger. It's tough to get kills. These teams do a nice job digging back there. You're earning about everything you get. Serve coming from Caden Plusser. Off the hands of DeLange and out of bounds for a kill off Turry. That'll put Turry back to the service line for Avon, leading by 2. That goes around the antenna, so that'll be a point for Avon there off of a miss hit by Claire Gerlach. And not much she could do with that. The set was way outside for her and tight to the net. Nice dig by DeLange. Back to her, and she tried to directionalize that one, and it falls on the Jaguar side of the net. See how long Coach Hongslow goes without taking a timeout here. Trailing by 4 early. Stepping up, encouraging her girls. Stay calm, be confident. Nice pass into the offense. Back set behind our attacker. And Avon's going to Metzger with a big swing. Come up. Nice swing from Gerlach. Dug up by Vogt off of a touch. Nice off hands touch once again there. Going deep, and Jordan Vogt could not get to that one. She had a couple really nice digs back there, and I think she was just a little fatigued. Didn't make much of an effort to that back corner shot. Great pass on that one, though. Tight to the net, tapped over. Nice adjustment there by Metzger, and she gets the kill on the point for Avon. Good adjustment, goes to her left hand on there to get that kill. Hento serving. Deep, but played in by Vandenhoek, and nobody could get underneath of it. And we got a timeout coming from Coach Hongslow on that one. We'll take the timeout with her.
On this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller and Associates in Platte, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Unbelievable amount.
All right, back here, set number 4 action in this Region 5B Sodac 16 qualifier. One of these two teams is going to punch their ticket into the Sodac 16 and keep playing. The other one, the season will be over. Nice swing from Faith there, and a couple good touches, but Turry laughing. She couldn't quite get enough hit on that to get it over the net on the third touch as she was spinning on the floor. And Alexis Gerlach will come in. Give DeLange a little rest and serve. She goes nice and deep. Played in by Jordan. Free ball over. Plooster passes it up. Tight to the net. Nice adjustment to the left hand there by Johnson. That's down for the kill off the touch of the block. 6-9. Advantage Pirates. Plooster to serve again. Goes back row. We're going to call that out. Tight call there. Like to see that. Both the Avon players played it to the back line and let it go at the last second. That brings Alexis Vanderlee back to serve. So Lexi had a nice run back there. A lot of points for Avon coming off of the Lexi's serves back there. Johnson's going to roll this one over. Turry sends it forward. Outside to Metzger. Swings off hands. Dug up by Vandenhoek over on 2. Turry's right there. Back to Metzger. Swings off hands. Johnson digs it up. Coming back to Johnson. Nope. Instead, it's Plamp, and she puts it over and down. So actually kept the block off that time, but she was able to have a pretty low approach to that little push over. Finds the campfire. All smiles there for Bristol Needham. He got into the match there for Jaguars. Nice redirection there. coming from Plank. So a couple nice kills from Plank in a row. Faith's done a great job from the service line now. She's finding her rhythm up here at the front of the net, just what Corsica Stickney needs to stay in this one. Borderwick with a nice roll shot, dug up by Jordan. Pushed over dig on that. And as Mesker tried to go up and get that one, it was really tight to the white top of the net, and she pounds it in the net on her side. And Coach Fatke's going to take a timeout and see if they can stop this. A little 4-point run here for the Jaguars. We'll be back after this message.
Devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Eklund Tax Service.
All right, Coach Fatke and the Pirates come out first out of that timeout. Here comes Corsica Stickney. Remy Nelson serving for the Jaguars. Nice little run here, puts it in. Jordan takes that one. Metzger into the block, covered by Voigt. Now Metzger's going to push over. Bordewick handles it. Going to go outside to Johnson, into a tight to the net, and right there was Metzger on that block. Able to get that block kill. Roof shot back over. Sides it out for Avon. So out of the timeout, they get the side out, the service to Metzger. And that goes a little bit long. So it wasn't by a lack of effort from Corsica Stickney, but there was no touch on that serve. Long sides it out to the Jaguars. Faith, again, been serving really well. Another tough one. But Turry got a great pass from Brielle Voigt off of a Lexus pass there. And, man, does she put that away. Sides it back out. Jordan Voigt back to serve. Nice pass there. See if Bordewick can use that one, and she does. Goes right off the top of the net. Touched by Metzger and out. Avon leading by one, leading 2-1 in this fourth set action from Region 5B. Nice dive from Lexi. Turry with a big swing, finds the line. And did not. That went out. And we're tied at 12 here with Johnson doing the serving for Corsica Stickney. Hayden with a tough serve. That's going to be an ace for her right off of Metzger's hands. Kind of a knuckleball that really dropped out of the sky. Sophomore trying to serve and gain now that we got a little momentum here for Corsica Stickney. They were 5 down and now lead by 1. Pushed over, played, here they go, advantage off of the serve. Nice job again. DeLange says, you betcha, I'll take care of you, Hayden. So finding a little rhythm up there are these Jaguars. An ace and a really tough serve. It resulted in a free ball so far from Johnson. There's another tough serve. Going to get a hit from Turry. Nice job drigging that one out of the net. Roll shot. Here comes Avon on the attack. Turry from her natural side puts that one off hands and down for the kill. Teams taking advantage when they get their offensive opportunities. Both of them doing that here nicely. Trying to use the serves and just different things to keep the other team out of their offensive rhythm. Man, what a great quick over from Bordewick. That had to happen, but there's Hento to put that one away at the net. So great diving save back there. I think that was Jordan back there diving to keep that one alive. Tied up at 14. Brielle with the serve. Here comes DeLange. She can't quite get to that one to put it over. So looking for that set to be about 5 feet off the net, and it was right up there tight. She couldn't quite reach out and get that one. Had a great approach, was ready to really pound something. Here we go. See if we can get over on 2. Dug by Turry. Now off the DeLange block, down for a kill from Bree Vanderlee. Avon with a 2-point advantage now, so we're swinging back. They were up 5, got down 3, and now they're back up 2. And Corsica Stickney's going to get a side out there off of that great attack. I think that was Bordewick on that swing. We played Corsica Stickney for about midway through the season, and I'm seeing a lot of growth, especially in Hayden Johnson. Really has seen an improvement in her play from what we saw the first time through. And it seems like both Bordewick and DeLange are swinging with a lot more confidence. That serve, unfortunately, finds the net, keeps Avon up by 2. Rylan Turry back to serve. Passed up. Coming high from DeLange. That's off hands and out over top of the scorer's table. Into the Corsica Stickney fan section. Vandenhoek to serve. That goes high up over, looking for a touch. I did not see one. And no touch is called. Ties us up at 17. Once again, Corsica Stickney has to get this set to continue playing. Avon can put it away if they come out on top in this set. Metzger with a big swing. Nice dig by Johnson, but it goes to the Avon side. Here comes Metzger again. Johnson dugs it up better this time. Outside, there's Plamp. She goes right into the antenna. That's going to be a point for the Pirates. Sides out. They take the 1-point advantage back. Hento with a tough serve. Johnson passes it up. Plamp this time goes into the net. So 2 attack errors in a row for Faith, and that gives a 2-point advantage here for Avon. Coach Honslow just encouraging her kids to stay into it. Deep serve from Hento. DeLange off hands and down for a kill. So right into the solo block there of Abby Gretschman. Off her hands and down for a point. Looks like it stung Abby's hands a little bit there. She's trying to shake them out. DeLange can definitely crank up on some of these. Nice dig there by Briley. Now Johnson, unfortunately, gets way underneath that one and sends it out the back line. And Lexi Vanderlee coming back in for Bree. She'll do the serving. Leading by 2. Avon the first to 20 here in what could be their closing set. Corsica Stickney trying to side it out and get some momentum back. Tough set. Played in. Going to be free ball right at the net. Tough place sometimes, but here comes Metzger. Swings over, dug up by Vandenhoek, tight to the net. Handled well by Bordewick. Rolled over, dug up by Vanderlee. Now, that one did look like a touch to me. And no touch indicated by either one of the line officials. That is out the back side. Sides out to Corsica Stickney. Neidham coming back out again. The freshman middle hitter getting a little chance in there in this lineup late in these sets. Nelson to serve, trailing by 1. Again, Corsica Stickney needing this win, this set to stay alive. Avon trying to end their season. That was definitely a touch by Avon there. And a good, that hit, and a block that time by Faith. Free balled over. Nice set going up. This time Bordewick goes over. Vanderlee right there for the dig. Off hands. Passed up. Back. Plant. Down in front. Vanderlee again on the dig. Off the double block touch. Goes back over. Here comes Corsica Stickney. Going to go outside to Johnson from the right side. And the attack air into the net. Sides it back out to Avon. Puts Metzger back to serve. Metzger was at the service line to finish out both sets 1 and 2 that Avon won. In the first set, she had an 8 straight serve to bring him back from 21-17 down to win it. There's a nice push. Finds the back corner, sides back out to Corsica Stickney. What a great battle of teams we have here. You can see fatigue setting in for both these teams. Getting hard to get kills. They just aren't swinging quite the same. That's one right there. Turry, she was doing that early. Into that block and down on the net in front of Corsica Stickney. Avon student section starting to smell a little blood in the water. Jordan on the serve. Passed up. Bordewick with a big swing finds the back right corner of Avon, down for a kill. Sides out. Johnson will go back serving. Hayden had a really nice run serving back here the last time back there. Corsica Stickney would love to see that again. Avon trying to pass it nicely, stay in their offense and not let it happen. There it is. Beautiful pass. Turry, swing in the middle. That's outside. They're calling a touch on that. Down for a point, Avon. And they're going to talk this one over. From my vantage point, it looked like it was off the top of the net, never got to the blockers and came off out of bounds. But it was called a touch by the linesman. So we'll see what they come up. And they're going to give the point to Avon off the touch. So they uphold that call. And we're going to have a timeout coming from Coach Hungslow if they give it to her, and they are going to. We'll go ahead and take that timeout along with Coach.
Located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
Looking to elevate your team?
All right, Avon trying to punch their ticket and get into the Sodak 16. And by the scores coming in, looks like they would match up against number 1 Chester if they get in. But Corsica Stickney really trying to hang on. Turry with a big swing. Nice dig by Johnson outside of DeLang. Big swing dug up by Metzger. Going to go back over to Turry from outside. Just kind of rolled that one over. DeLang again. Able to get that one in play. Here they go. Set up this time for Bordewick. She has made a living in that back right corner, and she finds it again to keep things hopes alive here for these Jaguars. Bristol Needham comes in for Nelson. Nice up off of that, and that attack from Turry goes into the net. We are tied at 23. And that's going to be enough for Coach Fatke to take a timeout, talk to her team.
Spirit or promote your business? Welcome to Apparel Works in Wagner. We specialize in high-quality screen printing, embroidery, banners, and promotional items tailored just for you. Whether you're a booster club, sports team, business, or organization, our custom apparel is perfect for those looking to make an impact. Experience our commitment to great customer service and high-quality products that leave a lasting impression. Apparel Works, bringing your ideas to life.
In a world that's always moving.
All right, Bordewick serving. Tied at 23. Corsica Stickney playing for their season life. Avon trying to put away and punch their ticket to Sodak 16. DeLang with a nice high point attack there over the block. Off of touches from both Voits. So set point number 1 for Corsica Stickney in this fourth set. Passed up nicely. See what Avon can do with it. They go to Turry from the right side. Dug up by Bordewick. Can we get anybody to it? She did. Free ball over. Nice scramble. Heck of an effort there by Needham. And off the block, Galang puts that one away. Corsica Stickney able to keep playing. Forces a fifth set. Calling the captains in. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got 2 teams playing out a fifth set, trying to get into the Sodak 16.
Your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Fort Randall Federal Credit Union.
All right, volleyball fans, exactly what we kind of thought might happen here. 2 evenly matched teams playing out a fifth set. Avon won the opening set 25-21. They won the second set 25-17, and then Corsica Stickney 21-25 and just won 23-25 to win set 3 and 4, trying to get the reverse sweep to stay alive and play in the Sodak 16 on Tuesday. Nice up, punched over, kept alive, pushed over by Turry. Corsica Stickney tapping it up. Nice job by Bordewick keeping that alive, but Turry puts that, basically set it up for Turry, and she punches that one down. So some good scramble there from Corsica Stickney. Point goes the way of the Pirates. Metzger serving tight to the net. There's Bordewick going back corner again. Metzger got that touch and save there. Here we go. Johnson from the right side into the block of Turry and Gretschman giving each other the Hulk face there after that block for a point there for Avon. Gives them a 2-0 advantage. Just playing to 15 in this one, folks. It's a quick one. Momentum is so big early in these with Avon at the moment. And an ace serve coming off Metzger with the 3-0 early advantage. And the 2 sets that Avon won, Metzger really got on some service runs, trying to duplicate that here in the 5th set. Tapped over, kept alive momentarily, but point goes to the kill from Bordewick off the nicely placed ball. So much needed side out there for Corsica Stickney. Johnson to serve. Tough serve from Johnson. That's going to get touched. I don't know if it'll go down as an ace, but I'd call it an ace. Barely a touch on the second one. Great serve there. See if she can tie it up here with another one. Avon looking to stretch it back out to a 2-point advantage with the side out. Going deeper. Lexi plays it up. Turry off the touch there. Played up by Johnson. Going to go outside to DeLang. Big swing from DeLang. She gets by the block and down the sideline. Sister's right in front of me. She approves of that one. We're tied at 3, folks. Another tough serve from Johnson. Overpass. Put away. That one's down by Bordewick. Johnson's found a nice rhythm and a groove back here serving. See if she can keep things going here for the Jaguars. Good pass that time by Jordan, but the attack goes long and out. And we're going to have a timeout from Coach Fatke here. We'll be back after this message.
Is here for you across Southeast and Central South Dakota. As a member of your credit union, you can take advantage of many ways to manage your money. They offer many different accounts to help suit your needs with your savings. Nobody likes wasting money on high interest rates, and neither do they. At Fort Randall FCU, they have all types of loans available to help you manage your finances. With locations in Wagner and Platte, Fort Randall FCU is ready for any needs you may have.
All right. Johnson's 5th serve coming up. Scored 4 points off her serve already to give a 2-point advantage here to Corsica Stickney. Once again, we're playing to 15. They lead 5-3. Lexi passes up. Turry from a 10-foot line. That goes into the net. Dug out by Bordewick. Pushed over by DeLang. Here comes Avon. Turry's got a better swing opportunity. Off the double block. Nice block cover there by Brielle Voigt. That attack gets on the side of Avon. Down for a point. Johnson serving yet again. 5-point service run, trying to make it 6. Kind of been picking on Lexi over there, and she just keeps passing it straight up. Not getting a great pass to her setters to work with. Pushed over. Here's a good opportunity for Turry. She has to swing to her left hand, though. Outside of her, there's DeLang. No block up for DeLang, and she hammers it to the back line. So the senior DeLang really taking advantage of an opportunity there with no block up in her presence. Serve. That's a better pass there from Lexi. Gets Turry off, hands, and out. So that'll be a point to Avon. So Avon gets the side out. Trailing 4-7. Tied up at 2 sets apiece. This is set number 5. Just playing to 15 this time, folks. Set coming from Bordewick. DeLang puts that one into their own side of the net. Nice double block presence there from Hento and Brielle Voigt. Jordan serves again. Nice tough serve. Scramble kept alive. Johnson free balls it over. Avon, see if they go over to Turry. They do. In the middle, she's able to get that one down. Right in front of the line judge. See if Corsica Stickney can find a good pass and get themselves back into rhythm here. There's a good pass. Going over on 2 to that back corner, and it works. Bordewick has found about 5 kills in those back corners. Might be more than that. I might be underselling her. She is really placing the ball well. Now she's back serving with a 2-point advantage, 8-6. They're the first ones to the halfway point of 8. Tack goes out between the block, no touch. Point, Corsica Stickney. Another tough serve. That goes into the net. That's an ace. Bordewick swims the ace right through her teammate there. First to 10. Only 5 more for Corsica Stickney to pull the reverse sweep. And that goes over, and it's out of bounds. Another ace serve from Bordewick. And Coach Fatke going to take a timeout, try to settle her girls down. We'll be back after this message.
There's no better way to...
All right. 11-6, folks. 4 points away for Corsica Stickney. Avon trying to find momentum coming out of their Coach Fatke timeout. Nice pass. See if they can use it. Nice adjustment there from Turry. Going on 2 this time. Dug up by Johnson. Bordewick outside. That one to Gerlach. Now Turry with a big swing. Dug up there by Johnson. Turry get on the overdig. Gets it off of Vanderhook and out for the side out in the point. Much needed for the Pirates. Lexi Vanderlee going to come out. Bree Vanderlee goes in. Brielle Voigt serving. The freshman setter back in the serving duty now. Goes to Johnson, who passes it up to Bordewick. Going to go in the middle. Tapped over by the freshman Neidham. Passed up nicely there by Johnson over on 2. They were ready for it. Turry into that double block. Gets her own cover. Now she's into it again. No touch this time. Played up by Vandenhoek. Nice tip over. Dug up there by Brielle Voigt. Back to DeLang. Swinging this time off hands, off touch, and a point. That was tipped at the net, and great layout attempt there by Jordan Voigt back there. Got a piece of it, but could not get that going back towards the net. We side out with only 3 points to go here for the Jaguars. Great dig there off the pass receive and the attack from Turry down on the Corsica Stickney side. Turry with a chance to serve here, trailing by 4. Trying to turn the tide here for the Pirates. Passed up. Bordewick going to DeLang in the middle. Hard attack from DeLang, dug by Turry outside to Metzger. That's going to go up and over the block and out. 2 points away here with DeLang going back to serve. They were bringing Plooster in to serve for her for a while, but you want your senior leader out there on the court right now, and that's who they have. Nice, tough serve. Metzger off hands, out. Sides it back out to Avon. That puts Hento back serving. Brianna serves outside to Johnson. Off hands and out. So into that double block and out. That's point for the Jaguars. So set point, match point. First match point coming here for the Jaguars. Nelson going to go in for Neidham and serve. At least 5 opportunities to put this one away. Does Corsica Stickney have? Off of a touch. Nice dig there from DeLang. Good swing from Bordewick. And there from a back row attack, Turry finds the hole in the back row defense, down for a kill. They fight off match point once, does the Pirates. Lexi Vanderlee back to serve once again. Been one of the top servers for Avon tonight. That's who you want back there when you need to have good serves. Right on the point, she's getting an ace. They fight off match point number 2. Match point for the Jaguars, number 3 coming up. Passed up into the net, dug out of the net nicely, now pushed over. Avon, see what they can do with it. They're going to bump set over to Metzger. She gets a nice attack on it. And that falls flat coming off the dig attempt, and that's enough. Coach Hongslow's going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this message. A little bit of momentum coming the way of the Pirates.
Bring in the new year, then with a new Deere. And Grossenberg Implement has a huge selection of new John Deere equipment as well as specials on used equipment from John Deere and other brands. Get dependable agricultural, residential, and commercial equipment at Grossenberg Implement with 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. Stop by to visit with a sales professional today or go to grossenberg.com to browse the new and used inventory. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product.
Do you have a pest problem?
Well, all right. Avon making a run. They got this serve at 14-8. Now have it to 14-12. They have fought off 4 opportunities for match point by the Jaguars. Still match point. Trying to fight it off. Nice pass up. Johnson pushes this one deep. Here comes Metzger off the void attack. Good block back. Covered. Avon swinging, and that'll do it, folks, on the block back. Good attempt to cover by the Pirates, but the Jaguars come out of Region 5B in a reverse sweep over the Avon Pirates, and they are going to go into the SODAC 16 on Tuesday, looking to go play number 1 seeded Chester. Man, what a great night of volleyball. What a fun night for me to call. Thank you, Live Ticket TV, for bringing us this opportunity. Thank you, all of you visitors out there that couldn't make it tonight. What a great environment we had here. On behalf of my wife, Tamara Bull, my pleasure once again. From Bone Steel, South Dakota, South Central School, huge thank you to Jeremy Woolman and his staff for letting us use this facility and having it in such great shape. We'll look forward to being wherever we got to be on Tuesday to watch this continue. Congratulations, Jaguars. You're in the SODAC 16.